So over the past few years, transformers for the Masterpiece have been getting smaller because to begin with we got MPO1 Optimus, and they then decided to reset scale by producing MP10. As you can see, MP10 is a lot smaller. Now, for what I'm reviewing today is an MP10, but not as you know it, because it's not the same size as that. It's a third-party MP10 made by Lewin. This is the Lewin Atlas. It's 71 centimeters from head to toe. It has light up eyes. The neck is on a ratchet joint. There's lights in the gun as well. Now, it weighs 25.5 pounds. So it's got a lot of weight to it. The fingers are all articulated, unlike the regular fully licensed MP10. So you can move each finger individually. The thumb is on a ball joint with a hinge. So you can ball up the fist if you wanted to, like that. Or you can open the fingers, or have him pointing. Now, to pose this is a feat in itself because it's heavy. So I was trying to put off this review because of how heavy it is. This thing is an absolute workout to move around and transform. So if I go through the lights, you've got the head, you've got the gun, you have cab lights here as well, which I need to pop open the chest for, and then you just click a button and the cab lights come on. You see the difference there? But if you want to power this thing, be warned, you need 21 LR927 cell batteries, and that can be quite pricey on its own. Now, there's a few differences between this and your MP10 mould. One being there's no covers on the wheels of this guy. To get around licensing, they've removed the outer wheel covers, so it's more of a MPO1 style leg. Now, he does come with your collector's card, which is die-cast metal. And what this is actually for is it's a display plaque. So if you want to put it out on display, you get a holder, you slot the card in, you've got yourself a plaque in front of the figure. Now, these are the Smokestacks. They weigh £5 each because they are die-cast steel. Now, they mount onto 2 pegs only. They're customizable, so you can change it if you don't like the heat shield. You can just slot them off by just popping the bottom part of the there we go, the bottom part of the smokestack off, and it just slides off, which leaves you with just a entirely matte finish. So if I grab the other one for a comparison, so with the heat shield, without the heat shield. Personally, I leave the shields on. Now, I've just taken the smokestacks off because they are a bit temperamental. Sometimes they get stuck, sometimes they are like mine and are really loose. It depends on room temperature. If it's in a cold room, you've got to be careful because they could get stuck on the figure. It's like here, I'm just trying to fight the shield back on, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. Ugh. I've warmed it up too much, and there we go. Now, back to going through the lights. He has tail lights for the truck mode in the toes. How cool is that? So if we now get down to the bit that you're probably wondering about, if I open up the chest, you have got the matrix. So in comparison to MP10, that is the size of the Lewin matrix. It is the size of the lower leg. And just as you would expect, it lights up too. Now this also uses the LR927 cell batteries, and the entire matrix, other than the circuitry inside, is die cast. You do have to be careful though, because for some reason the battery covers on the inside here like to pop out of place when you close the chest plate. But be warned, if you get one of these, you have to finish building it yourself. They take off the back panels here, so this piece is detached. You have to mount it onto the bracket and screw it into place yourself. So they supply all the screws and everything you need, but you have to finish it yourself. Articulation is impressive. Now, the joints are die-cast steel, so they're really, really tight. So here we go. Shoulder joint, if I pop it out, it can do full 360. Oh no. And the shoulder has just caused the battery cover to pop out of place inside the chest. So elbow, heavy duty ratchet. Nearly every joint is ratcheted on this thing. The thigh, it can do the same as the standard MP10, but I can't do it on this because I can't move the thigh joint. It is really tight. Ugh. Right. Knee joint. Oh. It's a steel joint, so oh god, that's heavy. Oh no, I've done something. Why are the legs not lining up? There we go. Right, I just need to get that. Oh, I see what I've done. There we go. Battery cover. Oh, it was the other one that's gone this time. Huh. And that was just in battery cover. So you also get battery covers as well. So you have to literally go around the figure when you get them out of box and you put batteries in them, putting all of these tiny little plastic clips in place. And for some reason this one doesn't want to stay. What has happened here? No, something has happened to my battery cover and that doesn't want to stay fitted. Oh. I think I might have put them on the wrong side. No? I have, for some reason, a really loose battery cover. It's in the slot and it just falls off. Brilliant. Right, well that's come off and won't go back, which is weird. And now the other one's come off too, but I'll give up that. I'll put them there. So, down to transformation. I'm going to regret this because it's heavy. This is not really the kind of figure you want to play with. Because, as I said at the start, in case you missed it, 71 centimetres from head to toe. And it weighs just over 25 pounds. It's between 25 and 25.5 pounds. So it's going to be an absolute workout for this. So here we go. So you want to do the legs first, just like your standard MP10. They collapse up. It is easier to transform if you lay him down. Oh no. Right. So I've just done the back of the truck. And I'm already knackered. Well, actually, if I undo the back toes, I can't undo the back toes. I was going to stand it up on the toes to transform around it, and I can't. Right, so he's putting all his weight now onto the end of his toes because I can't open them again, they're stuck. So it transforms just like an MP10 would. Where's the matrix? Put that back in the chest, add some weight. Because if you have that in the chest in truck mode, it balances out the weight. So the front of the truck will weigh about the same as the back will, so there shouldn't be any sagging in the middle of the truck, hopefully. Right, the head just then pops down and that just clicks in. Now you can either close the truck cab or you can put the arms in. It doesn't really matter which way you do it, but there is a way to do it where it's slightly easier. And that is, do the arms first. But you can do it either way if you want. Right, so this is a bit of a fight. That is now resting on me, so it's heavy. It hurts. I need to get into that little section there. And the gun. I can't get into that section there, so I'm going to have to leave that out. Right. There is a tab on the elbow which you have to slot into two little holes on the top of the chest and then align the arms so you can get the wheels into place, which tab on this one. Unlike your standard MP10 which didn't tab, these ones will, to lock them in. There we go. The headlights are die cast on this one. And I have gone so wrong here somewhere. Right. 1 and 2. They lock together. Now I'm not done yet. I've got to put this into place. The fuel tanks are die-cast steel on this one. So if I go through everything metal, you've got the matrix, you've got your smokestacks, you've got your fuel tank, the feet, your knee joint, your hip joint, your elbow, your shoulder joint. The elbow, I think, has something in it that's metal, and your headlights are die-cast on this one. So all I've got to do is line up a hole which is on the inside of this to this peg and this tab into a slot which is here, which the original Masterpiece never had. So if you've actually transformed it correctly, which I probably haven't, knowing me, I definitely haven't, you have to compress the joint, and it should then just plug in. There we go, that's one. And that's two. Right, put the smokestacks back on. So I did see from a friend that this in truck mode is perfect to go on display with your Marvel Legends figures, because they are about the size of what you'd need as the figure to be displayed with this guy. He's that big. So I've just transformed him. There is your truck mode. Front to back, this is 55 centimetres in truck mode. It rolls really well. I have to tackle those battery covers again. It's getting on my nerves now. The batteries are starting to fall out. Now you can make sure you put them in the right side, but it doesn't really matter where they go. Or don't bother putting batteries in him because you'll have this issue. Would be my bit of advice from this. Because if you have no batteries, you have no need for the battery covers. There is something wrong with this and I can't work out what. Something is springing against the plastic. And it's not the battery. I can't get this in. And I'm not going to pick this figure up because it's heavy. I'm giving up with that. I don't need it. And now the other one's gone too. Right. So in truck mode, you have your electronics. I mean, MP10 is small, so that is MP10 compared to this. Oh, hang on. If I straighten the legs, I'll be able to stand him up in front. There you go. That is MP10 compared to Atlas. So it's a big figure. Now, if you're looking to get one, you will have to go onto eBay because that is your only place to get them. And no, you can't call it Optimus, even though we all know it is, because it's third party, so it's not officially licensed by Hasbro. So, yeah. If you want one, you'll have to finish building it with the 2 panels which I stated. You also have to fit the smokestacks yourself, and you supply your own batteries. Other than that, he is huge and worth it. Now, you also get the lights in the feet for the tail lights, but unfortunately I've pegged the feet together and they're now stuck. So if you want to see them, I'll have to fight it. Right, I've got one. So that's what you get in the tail lights, which is really cool. So thank you for watching, and I'll be back again with another review sometime. See ya.